Okay, the review's now complete for AFL Round 6 action, which of course was the Anzac round, which was some great footy action being played, of course. Kicked off at the MCG with that traditional clash Collingwood-Essendon. Dane Swan won the middle there. No doubt, in my opinion, that he gets the 3 Brownlow votes. Keeping an eye on Scotty Pendlebury and some others, unlikely that they'll poll. So I think out of the guys who are in contention, Swanee is one we keep a good eye on in that game, and I think you could chalk him in for the 3 votes. St Kilda Brisbane played over in New Zealand, of course. Joey Montagna, even though the Saints lost the game, I think Joey gets the 3 votes there in a pretty solid display. Had a huge amount of possessions and polls well, certainly did last year. And I expect Joey to get the 3 votes over there with some lesser lights filling in the minor votes. Freo North, this was a very good game. Obviously North came from behind to win it. I clearly felt at 3/4 time Nathan Fyfe was the best man on the ground. Traditionally a great bowler, but remember he is ineligible to win the medal. However, North overran them, and obviously we've got to look at the best players for that side to find the votes, and certainly the 3 votes. So Nicky Del Santo's one that I feel can grab the 3 there. I know that Boomer Harvey played a good game, as did Gibson for North. In the mix with Fifey, but I think Dell can grab the 3 over Fife, but I wouldn't be surprised if Fifey got the 3 in that game. Carlton West Coast, Mark Murphy, skipper, led from the front, come from behind, win as well. 4 goals down late in the game and came over the top of West Coast. I thought Matty Prittis was on track for 3 votes until the Carlton come from behind win. So I expect that Murph probably gets 3 over Prittis, and they were the 2 main guys we kept an eye on in that game anyway. Gold Coast game v GWS, well, the little master, there I was halfway through the 3rd quarter thinking maybe he's not going to be in the votes today. But of course he turns it on. He kicked that great goal where he turned left, turned right, turned left again sort of thing and kicked it over his head. That brought him into it with a big 3rd quarter, and he finished it off with a great last quarter. Prestia and O'Meara both had really good games. So probably the key point to watch there is if the umps are looking to swing off Gary at all, I think this is definitely a game they could find votes for the younger blokes. O'Meara and Prestia over the top of Gaza, but certainly it's going to be hard not to chalk him in for 3 votes there. So once again, the little baldy out in front in the middle at this stage. But who knows how the voting's going, and if these younger Gold Coast players can continue to come to the fore and get a lot of the footy, the umps may be swinging away from Gary a bit. Melbourne, Sydney, Dan Hanbury, best man on the ground there. Josh Kennedy also played a good game, and then some lesser lights again. The Doggies versus Adelaide, Paddy Dangerfield, not a clear best on ground, but I feel that he probably gets the 3 votes. 28 possessions, so not outstanding, didn't kick a goal, but I feel that Paddy would be awfully hard to toss for the 3. If he doesn't get 3, he gets 2, so he's starting to warm right into it, Paddy Dangerfield, so you have to keep a really, really close eye on him the next few weeks. Richmond Hawthorn, Cyril Rioli, that 3rd quarter with those 4 magical goals, amazing, the little master, so I expect him to get the 3. Sammy Mitchell had a heap of the footy. 36 possessions, mainly off half-back and getting a lot of uncontested footy, which was where he was last year, where the umps missed him in a fair few of these games. So I'm feeling that he gets the 2 votes, but I've got an asterisk next to that one because I feel that there's a chance they can, find some other Hawk players to give votes to ahead of Sammy, but I expect Cyril to get the 3 in that game. We rounded off the round with Port and Geelong. Travis Boak, once again, the Port skipper, leading from the front, 32 posies, kicked 2 goals, inspirational, and I've mentioned him the last couple of weeks, I'm sure. So I think Boakey's warming right into it. Another traditional good bowler in the Brownlow medal. Hamish Hartlett played a good game, as did Brad Ebert. So probably in summing up now after 6 rounds, I feel that little Gaza would be in front in the middle. So I feel that the markets have probably got it right. Joel Selwood obviously missing out on votes, as did his partner in crime, Stevie Johnson. The 2 of them are still right up there, of course, and I expect Geelong to bounce back to winning form pretty quickly. Trent Cotchin, Scotty Pendlebury, Swanee and Dangerfield warming into it, as I said. Probably keep an eye on little Cyril Rioli, Nicky Del Santo, some of those sort of guys, Matty Prittis from West Coast, because I feel that they're starting to chug along with some votes, and the key is for those guys that their sides are able to, keep winning games so they can feature. So that probably wraps it up. Looking forward to round 7, where we're just about a third of the way through the year, and the bye weekend's not far away. So I hope everyone continues to enjoy the footy. Thank you.